So Alex, he was a very lively child. He had bags of energy. He was fast, fearless. Music was the centre of everything. He loved DJing. He had plans, and he was quite single-minded.
Alex was the kind of person who had an infectious enthusiasm. He'd bring a smile to anyone's face very quickly. I'd met him a couple of times at some music events, and that's how we ended up moving in together. And the thing that we were obviously both very into was music and DJing.
I've got a vivid memory of him standing here just behind where I'm sitting. This was a place that he was comfortable and happy, and he was surrounded by music, surrounded by friends.
How does it feel being here now? This is an important space to me, and it's an important part of the story in Leeds, but it's not the same without him. He was very engaged in the work here at Tribe and the DJing that he was doing. He was kind of a rising star. He had a tour booked to America. He was very good at bringing people along with him as well, and that was one of the things that was so great about him. If he was succeeding, he wanted other people to succeed along with him.
He'd said he got a headache. He thought he had a bad cold and the flu. And at that time, Alex was describing it as migraine. That's what he thought it was. And my husband said, you need to see a doctor. As it turned out, he tried to book an appointment, and he didn't clearly come across to the receptionist that it was something urgent, and they said 3 weeks. So that was Friday. Saturday, phone rang, and it was Sam saying they were in A&E here. Alex was feeling really bad. When we got there, he wasn't really speaking, but he could respond, and he looked confused. And then they said they wanted to do a brain scan. They got him on antibiotics. And so he went off for his scan. They said he was very cooperative and that he seemed to be stable. And so we thought we would go back to Manchester because they were going to transfer him to another hospital. And then about midnight, we got a phone call to go back. He was unconscious at that point and in the ICU.
I worked in the hospital where Alex was admitted. I happened to be working on the Monday, and I went in early, hoping I might be able to, speak to him and see what was happening. But when I got there, I could see he was seriously unwell. He'd been intubated, he was on the machine to support his breathing. That's when I found out that it was meningitis.
He wasn't able to breathe for himself, clearly unconscious, hooked up to everything. That was how it was for the next couple of days. His friends started coming, and they'd come up and down and take it in turns to come in and sit with him.
And we were able to be a support network for each other, which was very important. And that's one of the things that we were all very grateful for, was the way that Alex had brought so many people together when he was alive and he was able to, so that we could then be there for each other when he wasn't able to do that.
It became clear that he wasn't going to pull through. It came to the point where you have to say goodbye. They'd have to withdraw life support.
It's been 4 years, and I still often think, I wonder what he would be doing now. I wonder how things would be different if he was still here.